السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, so welcome to our online class with your teacher Asia, and let's start our interesting class for today. So what day is it today, Hala?
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday, yes. Okay, what date is it today, Mace?
The date is 1443 of the Hijrah.
Thank you, Mace. Okay, we are in Unit 4. The title is Never, Ever, and Forever. So let's start our class by following 5 classroom rules. Please, Farah, Mace, and Hala join class point code, okay? Okay, so our objectives for our lesson today, what we are going to learn today, our lesson for today is grammar. Number 1, we will recognize the simple present tense, how to write a sentence and how to make a question. In number 2, we will recognize the indefinite frequency. Number 3, we will recognize the definite frequency. Number 4, we will practice an exercise. Number 5, I will give you your homework. Okay, so let's start our lesson for today. Please open your book on page 30. Open your book on page 30. Write the day and the date of today. If you are done, write number 1 on the chat. Okay, have you done, all of you? Yes, good. Okay. So look at here, our lesson for today is grammar. We will learn how to write a sentence and how to make questions by using adverbs of indefinite frequency and also adverbs of definite frequency. First of all, I know that you ask yourself, what is the meaning of adverbs of frequency? Adverbs of frequency, we are going to use always, sometimes, usually, never, rarely. All of these are adverbs. So what is the meaning of adverbs of a frequency? It means how often something happens. Let me show you an example. So look at here, adverbs of a frequency. Adverbs of a frequency, okay, means these words. These are adverbs of a frequency. Always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, ever, rarely, and never. These are adverbs of a frequency. What does it mean? It means in your daily routine how often something happens. مثلا هل أنت دائما تستيقظي على الوقت? Always, usually, or normally, or often, or sometimes, or ever, or never. And also here we have, for example, always, it means you do this thing 100%. It means every day. 90, it means not every day. 80, 70, and 0 means you never do this thing. Okay, let's read some examples. Okay, Hala, can you read the first one, please?
Okay. I always brush my teeth at night.
Yes, excellent. So it means that you always brush your teeth at night. Number 2 with Mace.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, number 2.
Okay, number 2. I usually walk to work.
Yes, excellent. I usually walk to work. Okay, number 4. Okay, let me see. Haya Almas, can you read? Sometimes.
Sometimes sing in the shower.
Yes, sometimes. It means not always, not usually, sometimes. Okay, what about, let me see, often? Haya Mariam, can you read the sentence with often? And also we can say often. Haya Mariam.
ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Yes, okay. I often
I often my I often
read
in bed at
night. Yes, thank you, Mariam. Okay, so do
9.
you know, or do you get what are the adverbs of a frequency? Is it clear for you? Okay, so with the adverbs of a frequency, we will use simple present. First of all, we will learn how to write a sentence and how to make a question using simple present. I know that you know how to write a sentence using simple present, but we will revise together. Okay, as you know that with you, we, I, and they, we will use do. With she, he, and it, we will use does in the questions. Okay, let's start. How to write a sentence by using simple present. لماذا نريد أن نراجع قاعدة المضارع البسيط؟ لأننا سوف نستخدمها في درس اليوم. Okay, plus the adverbs of frequency. I will show you how to write a sentence. If you want to write a sentence by using simple present, you are going to write a sentence in two different ways. With she, he, and it, you are going to write the verb with s plus the object. Who can read the sentence? هيا يا فرح طارق. Can you read? Yes, فرح. He usually.
Yes. He usually gets up at 7 o'clock.
Bravo, thank you, Farah. So do you see here, we write he usually, with he, we write S to the verb. With he,
S.
she, and it, excellent, we are going to write or add S to the verb. Okay, what about I, they, we, you, and verb with the object? Farah, can you read?
We don't put an S because the S letter because they,
Yes.
I, we, you.
Yes, excellent. Can you read the sentence? Yes, أحسنت يا فرح.
I
Can you read
always
this?
get up at 9 o'clock.
Excellent, Farah. Thank you very much. So if you have these subjects, don't put S to the verb. I, they, we, and you. Thank you, Farruha. Thank you very much for your reading. Okay. What about how to make a question using simple present? How to make a question? Okay, let's see here. If you have, as I tell you, he, she, it, you are going to start the question with does. With does. Simply, you are going to write does at the beginning of the sentence and write the rest of the sentence as it and add question mark. Who can read the question? هيا يا حلا.
Okay. Does he usually get up at 7 o'clock?
Excellent. Thank you, Hala. So do you see here? We just add does and write the rest of the sentence as it. نكتب بقية الجملة كما هي. And add question mark. Okay, girls. Do we put S in the question or no? Look at here. Are we going to write S? Yes, excellent. Okay, because the S goes with does. لأن اس الفعل ذهبت مع does في السؤال. لذا لا نكتبها في الفعل مرة أخرى في السؤال. فقط في الجملة. واضح؟ Okay. How to write or how to make a question using simple present with I, they, we, and you. You are going to use do. You are going to use do. هيا يا ألا, can you read the question? ألا?
Teacher,
Yes.
do you always get up at 9 o'clock?
Excellent, Ala. So with I, they, we, you are going to write do at the beginning of the question. Okay, I in the sentence, in the question, turns to you. حسناً? Then write the sentence as it and write a question mark. Okay, is it clear until now how to write a sentence and how to make a question using simple present? Clear? Clear or no? Any questions?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, keep this
Clear.
information, please, because we are going to use them in our sentences. Okay, let's start our grammar. Adverbs of indefinite frequency. Okay, I will tell you an important information. In our lesson today, we have two kinds of adverbs of a frequency: indefinite and definite. Indefinite، ما هي ال indefinite adverbs of a frequency? Often, sometimes, always, usually, never, ever, rarely. All of these we call it indefinite. What is the meaning of indefinite? Those are indefinite adverbs of a frequency, meaning they don't tell you exactly how often something happens. ليست محددة بوقت. So we call it indefinite, which are sometimes, usually, often, rarely, and never. What is the meaning of definite? Definite, it means we have exact time. لدينا وقت محدد. Like, so when you use definite adverbs of a frequency, we express exactly how many times something happens in a time period. وهي daily، ممكن أن تفعلي هذا الشيء يومياً، weekly، أسبوعياً، monthly. We have exact time. لدينا وقت محدد لفعل الأشياء. Clear for you the difference between indefinite and definite? واضح؟
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's start with the first kind, or with the first one, indefinite frequency, which are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. And we have also here, for example, always 100%, usually 80%, often 60%, sometimes 40, rarely 10, and never 0. When I say 0, it means you never do this thing. ممكن أن تجدي هذه المعلومات indefinite frequency on page 94 in your class book. Okay? Okay, let's start the first one. Please. Let's start the first kind, adverbs of indefinite frequency. How to write a sentence. المثال الموجود في كتابك. Okay, I need one student to read the first sentence. هيا يا لما. Let's start with لما. Yes. How to write a sentence using adverbs of indefinite frequency. لما. حسناً. هيا يا حلا, please.
Okay. Subject.
No, Sarah.
Sarah often
Studies
at the library.
Library. Yes, thank you, Hala.
Library.
Thank you, Hala, for your reading. So look at here. If you want to write a sentence using adverb of a frequency, you are going to follow this rule. Subject plus adverb plus the verb. Okay. Do you see here with Sarah لأنها مفرد نضيف اس للفعل. Okay. Sarah often studies at the library. What about the second sentence with Mace? هيا يا Mace.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. The barber.
Yes.
The barber sometimes works on Sundays.
Yes, excellent, Mace. So the barber, okay, because it's single, we are going to add s to the verb. The barber sometimes works on Sundays. So you are going to write subject, adverb, verb, and the complement of the sentence. Okay, how to make a question? How to make a question? Look at here. For the first sentence, لدينا هنا Sarah often studies at the library. With Sarah, are we going to use do or does? Do or does? سادس, do or does? Does, excellent. Okay, so look at here at the question. هيا يا فرح طارق, can you read? Yes, فرح. Okay. Let me see. معين, can you read, please?
معلمة ناديتموني.
هيا يا فرح عبد الله, can you read the question here? هيا.
Okay.
Raise your voice, فرح.
Does Sarah often study at the library?
Library. Yes, excellent. Excellent, Farah. Okay, do you see here we write just does at the beginning of the question and write the complement of the sentence as it, and we write the question mark. Does Sarah often study, نحذف الاس, at the library and the question mark. Okay. Do you is it clear for you how to write a sentence and how to make a question using adverbs of a frequency? واضح للجميع? Okay, good. Right now, let's practice. Here we have practice or exercise number 1. Okay, look at the picture and write a sentence using adverbs of indefinite frequency. Here we are going to use always. I will ask you a question and I need from you to write a sentence using always. Okay, so this is our question. How often does she go to school? How often does she go to school? We are going to write a sentence using always. Okay, we will practice on class point. If you don't have the code, write your answer on the chat. Are you ready to answer the question? Ready? Ready or no?
Yes, ready.
Yes, please. We will start the timer.
معلمة
Yes.
ماذا نفعل؟ لأنه لا يظهر لي شيء أني أكتب.
Okay. هنا السؤال موجود لديك من هنا. How often does she go to school? How often does she go to school?
لكن ليس لدي مكان حتى أكتب فيه.
Short answer on the class point, Mace. Do you have class point?
نعم لكن لا يوجد شيء.
للجميع
نعم
لا
أنا في
يوجد
class
شيء.
point لكن لا يوجد شيء حتى أسكت.
حسنا. Okay, حسنا. Okay, write your answer on the chat. We are going to start the timer.
ظهر لي معلمة.
حسنا. التي ظهر لديها ممكن أن تكتبي إجابتك. التي لم يظهر لديها اكتبي على الشات. هيا.
Teacher.
Okay. Who can answer the question? Let me see. هيا يا آلاء. Yes, آلاء.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. How often does she go to school? We are going to use always. Can you give me a sentence using always, please? Okay, here. How often does she go to school? Hasanan. Can you answer the question using always? Look at the picture. We are going to use she. Hasanan, look at this girl.
Yes.
Yes, so she, after she, we are going to add what?
Always.
Yes, so give me a sentence. She always.
Okay, she always.
Yes, good.
When does she go to school?
Excellent, Ala, bravo. But look at here, Ala. She always, with she, we are going to write S to the verb. Thank you, Ala, and thank you, Lama. So she always goes to school. Is it clear for you what we are going to do in this question?
Yes.
Okay, let's practice again. Here we have another question. Okay. How often does he play football? We are going to use sometimes. How often does he play football? We are going to use sometimes. Okay, write your answers on the chat, please. Write your answers on the chat. Hurry up. Okay, I need, let me see. حسناً هيا يا فرح. Tell me your answer. هيا.
يا معلمة sometimes.
No, we are going to answer the question using he. Yes.
He sometimes play football.
Wow, wonderful answer. You are a star, Farah. But you have to add s to the verb because we have he. حسناً للمفرد نضع اس
صحيح.
للفعل. Okay, can you read the sentence again? أحسنت يا فرح. He sometimes.
He sometimes plays football.
Excellent, great job. So we are done with the first kind of the adverbs of a frequency, which is indefinite. Any questions? Any questions, my dear? Or is it clear? Okay.
It is clear.
Yes. Don't worry. With the practice,
It's
you
clear.
can answer the questions perfectly. Thank you for Almas and thank you for Lama. Thank you for your writing on the chat. Bravo. So right now we will move to the second kind, adverbs of definite frequency. As I tell you that adverbs of definite frequency only appear at the end of the sentence. فقط في نهاية الجملة. Like what? Daily, يوميا, weekly, monthly. Okay, let's learn how to write a sentence by using definite frequency. You are going to write the subject, the verb, the complement of the sentence. بعد ذلك تضيفيه في نهاية الجملة the adverb at the end of the sentence. Okay, هيا يا مريم, can you read the sentence please? هيا يا مريم.
Okay.
Sarah
Sarah
studies
studies
science
science
daily. Yes, thank you for Mariam. Okay, this is how to write a sentence. Okay, how to make a question? It's very easy, like the way that we learned in the adverbs of indefinite frequency. We are going to add, okay, Sarah, are we going to add does or do? Because it's singular, does or do? Does, okay.
That.
Hiya ya Lama, can you read the question please for your friends?
Yes. Does Sarah study all the
Library
daily?
Excellent Lama. So this is how to write a question. فقط سوف نضيف does في بداية الجملة. Okay. And we are going to delete the s of the verb because we write it already here. So does Sarah study at the library daily? We are going to write the adverb at the end of the sentence and the question mark. Any questions about the definite frequency? Any questions?
No.
Yes. Very easy. Okay, let me see how it's easy. Okay, let's practice exercise B on page 30. Exercise B on page 30. Okay. Yes, who can read the question? Who can read the question?
Me, Mace.
هيا يا Mace, read for your friends.
Okay. Read and complete as use the shark in the grammar glossary on page 94.
Wow, wonderful reading. Thank you for Mace. Okay, what we are going to do? We are going to read and complete. Look at here. 100%, it means always. Okay, so we are going to use these adverbs of a frequency to complete the sentences. You are going to look at here and complete it. Is it clear? Clear? Okay, I will start the timer. Okay, please, 30 seconds, then we will answer the question. Hiya, you can answer on the class point or on the chat, and let's start.
الآن يظهر لي في class.
Okay, good. Yes, let's start. الله أكبر الله أكبر، نردد خلف الأذان.
معلمة أين exercise؟
On page 30 فرح. On page 30.
يس الآن نكتب الإجابة في class points ما يعني.
سوف تكمل الجمل يا فرح، واضح السؤال. هيا.
لما كم دقيقة ستعطي؟
Okay, the time is up. Just 2 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, let's start. Number 1 with Almas. هيا Almas.
Okay.
Yes.
She 100 always goes to the store for her mom.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you for Almas. Number 2 with, let me see, فرح أيمن. هيا يا فرح أيمن. هيا يا فرح. Yes. Number 2.
Yes, teacher.
فرح أيمن. I need فرح أيمن. Yes. They. Okay. Here we have 0%. We are going to use what? فرح.
Never.
Never. Excellent. So complete the sentence.
And
They never. أقرأ الجملة كاملة يا فرح. Study
on the weekend.
Excellent فرح أيمن. Thank you very much for your answer. Okay, number 3. Number 3, let me see. With معين. هيا معين number 3. Yes, معين. Okay. What about Lama? هيا Lama number 3, please.
Yes.
Yes.
3.
Murad.
Murad.
We have 80%. Which one of the adverbs? Quickly. Always, usually, often, sometimes. ها الألمة. It's written here.
Usually.
Yes. Complete the
Murad
sentence.
usually travels to
Europe.
of his work.
Vacation. Yes, excellent. So we are done with exercise B. Please, number 4 and 5 is your homework. Number 4 and 5 is your homework. So we are done with our lesson today, which is adverbs of indefinite and definite frequency, how to write a sentence, and how to make a question. Thank you very much for your participation. Take your homework, exercise C on page 30, and also number 4 and 5 of exercise B. Number 2, you are going to write in your notebook 4 sentences using adverbs of frequency. 4 sentences. Okay. Have a nice weekend. See you inshallah on the second week and goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.